give us? Right. Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Honorable Minister for Commerce and Industry, Government of India, Sri Suresh Prabhu, Honorable Minister for Civil Aviation, Sri Ashok Gajapati Raju, Sri Ramesh Abhishek, Secretary Department of Industry Policy and Promotion, Mrs. Sobana Kamineni, President CII, Sri Gautam Adani, Chairman Adani Group, Sri Chandrajit Banerjee, Director General of Confederation of Indian Industry, Ministers from Government of Andhra Pradesh, Ministers from across the globe, from almost 40 countries, Ministers and Ambassadors, and also representatives who have come from various parts of globe, and also Members of Parliament, and other dignitaries who have all come here to this Partnership Summit, brothers and sisters. Namaskar. I feel happy today. Earlier also I attended number of partnership summits and also investor summit. There is a difference between them and now. The only difference I could find was, at that time I was in the policy decision making. Today I am in a constitutional responsibility as the Vice President of India. So I came here to bless the Partnership Summit, to bless the investors who want to invest and assure them that you will have a very meaningful and purposeful experience in India, and also bless the state of Andhra Pradesh, which is hosting this Partnership Summit. That's my purpose of visit. When Sri Suresh Prabhu came and requested me, I immediately agreed, and then Chandrababu Naidu also wrote a letter to me. Otherwise, normally, President and Vice President, we come on very rare occasions. But here, because of the background I have explained to you, I came here. And moreover, for your information, I am also from this state. I belong to the entire country, and I also studied in this university for 3 years, and also spent around 18 months in this jail also during emergency. That's a different matter. Jail for public purpose. You all understand now. Friends, first of all I would like to compliment the Commerce Minister, Sri Suresh Prabhu, and the Chief Minister, Sri Chandrababu Naidu and his team, and the CII for joining together in organizing this Partnership Summit. This summit, as explained by the Honorable Chief Minister, is to meet, to greet, to understand, and also find out what is happening where, what are the opportunities, what are the problems, and then where we can invest. For this is an international forum where people come, meet, greet, talk to each other, have different discussions, and also find out best practices, and then move forward. That's why it's a very important conference and a very important summit. I am confident because of the large participation in this summit. I am sure the summit will be very successful and also very meaningful. Friends, we have all gathered here at a time when India is emerged as one of the growing large economies in the world. And the global outlook looks very brighter for the globe also. As per the International Monetary Fund economic outlook of January 2018, the Indian economy is projected to grow at 7.2%. In 17, 7.7% 2018, and later move on. India is expected to become the third largest economy in the next 10 to 5 years and grow from 2.3 trillion today about to 10 trillion with an average income of over $5,000. This is going to be a remarkable achievement, I am sure about it. This is not what India is saying. This is the World Bank, this is the ADB, this is the World Economic Forum, and also different international agencies are all predicting that India is on the move. And the time of India has come once again. And I am sure if you move at this rate, and if there is a greater cooperation between the center and the state and all stakeholders, industry, India will move forward faster than any other country. As you are all aware, the world economy has undergone tremendous structural shifts due to rising influence and role of the emerging economies across the globe. This has led to a shift of balance of power between the global north and the global south. This is perhaps the most significant geopolitical development of the recent times. The emerging economies, including the countries like India and China and Brazil, have evolved from being policy takers to policy makers and are playing a significant role in multilateral world bodies. Vital structural reforms like the implementation of the demonetization and the GST by the Indian government have led to an expansion of the formal economy and brought increased tax compliance. The number of people who had filed income tax returns increased from 6.74 crores in 2015 to 8.27 crores at the end of 16 and 17. The number is going to increase. More the number of income tax payers, the tax rate will come down. More and more people coming on the banking net will make banks to have surplus money, and the result today is the interest rates has come down to 8.25% and to 9.5% and 10%. That is the wonderful thing that has happened. Demonetization is the boldest economic reform taken by the government and the Prime Minister. Because you know, getting back the money to banks is not an ordinary thing. There may be some difference of opinion. Some people may be critical for political reasons, whatever it is. Let them debate. We are in democracy. The debate should go on. In fact, it should continue also. They have no problem. And people can suggest better methods also. But what is the advantage? I will tell you simple. The advantage is the money which was there in the bathroom, in the bedroom, under the pillow, has come back to the banks. Paisa aaya, pata ke saath aaya, pita ke saath aaya, aur pati ke saath bank mein pahunch gaya. The money has come back to bank, and today the bank interests have come down to 8.25%. That is the greatest advantage of the demonetization. And also, there will be correction of the prices. Fiscal prudence and health of the country also will improve. The world, across the globe, they are all studying what has happened, what is its impact. How much money is black and how much white. That is the duty of the Reserve Bank of India. I hope they will also take the country into confidence and place all the facts before the people. Second point I want to tell my friends is about the GST. GST is one of the revolutionary transformation that has taken place in the country. One tax at the end of the day, where states and center has agreed together. That is the beauty of Indian democracy. The GST is not decided by central government, not decided by one party, this party or that party. All states together, they sit, they meet, they discuss and then decide the rates. And so far I can tell you, I am told, they had some 21 meetings. All 21 meetings, the decisions were taken unanimously. That is the beauty of Indian democracy. In spite of BJP, Congress, Communists, this party, that party, all parties, sometimes they differ, they criticize, they oppose. Somebody proposes, others opposes. At the end of the day, they dispose it with a unanimous view. That is the beauty of Indian democracy. That's how the Indian government and Indian system is functioning. So friends, see today, how about the economy also? The number of people, as I told you, in the income tax, the number has increased around 1.8 crore people. Not an ordinary number. Since independence, we have 6.47 crore people. Now, the people in the tax net are 8.27 crore. It's a tough reform. You know, any reform will face teething problems in the initial stage, and the same was the case with both demonetization and GST. However, the long-term advantage will definitely overweigh the short-term hiccups which caused a bit of economic slowdown. Well, that period is over now and the economy is on the track to achieve high growth. Take it from me. Write down in your diary. Go and see it next year. Next year. This time, February 24th. Next year, 19, you will see what is the revenue of the government of India, what the shares the states are going to get. You will be surprised because that much number of people are coming into tax net and the tax system is getting corrected. No evasion, no scope for evasion also. So friends, these are the two beautiful reforms that have happened in this country. As I told you, as a strong microeconomic fundamentals and reforms, the Indian economy has been improving steadily. For instance, the current account deficit, CAD, which ranged between 6.8% and 4.2% in the past, today is in the range of 0.5% to 1.5%. 0.5% current account deficit speaks of the health of the Indian economy. Similarly, the fiscal deficit hovered between 5.9% and 4.5% earlier. Today, it has been brought down to 3.5%. It could have been reduced to 3.2%, but for the shortfall of the GST revenue by a month. It would take